How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. I'm Go Be or Go Home, and this is the Sunday Brunch kit build. Every Sunday we show up, we work on a kit, we'll work on the layout, we'll weather or do some graffiti. Today I've got a brand new kit that I am going to start for everybody, and it'll be fun because I love building kits. This one in particular is the Walthers storage bins. You get 2 in this package. It says it's about 12 inches tall, and if you put a square base around it, it's about 3 5/8 squared, so all 4 sides. So it's a perfectly round structure, and then of course there's ladders and whatnot that go up the side to get to the top. So this will be perfect for my my ethanol series, just to add to that, expand on it, and should be good. And because it's all basically just the aluminum metal, it'll be really easy to paint this as well. So I'm looking forward to it. I also have something else that I'm working on. I might have to do some weathering, but I want to get as much of this done first as possible, and that's kind of a side thing. I want to say hi to everybody who showed up nice and early. I believe it was M&M Rails that got the cookie. Hey, Mark. Hey, Wigwag. Hey, Perry and Bubs and Kyle. How's it going, guys? Canadian Locomotive Logistics and Dwayne Superior Junction Railway. How's it going? And Bradley. How's it going? And Brian, Mr. Ferguson. How's it going? Hopefully everyone's doing well today. It is Sunday. It's August now. Jeez. This year's going quite fast. Hey, Lee, how's it going? All right. Well, I did put the link in the chat there. If anybody does want to come aboard, and if you're working on something, if you're working on the layout, building a kit, doing some weathering, you're more than welcome to join me. Just keep it train related. But I'm just gonna throw the camera down like this, and we're gonna open this up. Nothing like a new kit. I want to thank Bubs for grabbing this one for me. He stopped by the other day with a care package, which includes this kit and a couple of tank cars, which I'm sure you'll see in the future. So I'm building a chocolate factory as well, and he found some very nice Walthers corn syrup tank cars, and because they're from the older, bit of an older run, I had to switch out the wheels, so they've all got metal wheels now, and I had enough to change over one set of couplers as well. So now they've got, I believe they're number 5 couplers that I put on there. But I'm like, oh, this is perfect because you're dropping off a new kit, and I got something to build on on Sunday. So very cool. Plastic. Okay. So I imagine them both being the same. So you're doing one kit twice. I can only assume. Ooh. Looks like you get some decals as well. It's not a big sheet, but still cool. Okay, so it looks like possible. See, now this is nice. I like this. They should really do this with more kits, especially when you're adding multiple kits to build an industry. They literally give you an outline of, okay, well, this needs to go here, this needs to go there. You might consider getting one of these. I know everybody's layout is different, and just, depending on if you're modeling a specific area and whatnot, but this is still really cool. And I can definitely use this as reference in the future. So that's awesome. So it looks like there is legs, sides, a roof, and then all your ladder and whatnot connections. And then you just do it times 2. And they both come on a square base. What I will probably do is not glue it to the square base, but I will use it as my basic stand so that I can get the shape of it correct. Looks like you get 6 sheets that are basically the same. These all look the same, I believe. You know what? It should probably go like this. So I'm just divvying it up so I can build one all the way through. There you go. So this one will go with this, and I got another one of those down in the box here. So I'm going to do the one. Now, if I did miss anybody in the chat there, I am sorry. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Just like most of my other kits, I do have my plastic snips. So I'm going to snip out a lot of these main pieces just to kind of get this going. And my first one is probably going to look okay, but it's the things that I'm going to learn from building the first one that will be perfected on the second one, and I'll know exactly what to do. This is probably the last kit in general for my ethanol plant series that I'm building, unless I need like a couple of extra storage bins or pipes, just small detail parts. But as far as bigger kits, this is the last one for it. So I'm excited to have all these now, and I can really start bringing it together. I've got all the track and whatnot for the ethanol plant, and that's all in place, except I've got a couple that I need to add, but that's just for car storage. It looks complex. It looks like there's a lot, but I bet it really isn't as bad as it looks. Again, I've built kits that are way easier than this, and I've also built kits that are definitely like there's way more to it. So I wouldn't let it discourage you at all. I might have to start a business at some point where if people want kits, but they don't like to build them, I can build them. I can build it and paint it. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, so I imagine that goes like that. See, even just looking at it though, it's like, do I need to reference the, this? Not entirely, but it's good to. Oh, my noisy cat is being noisy. Okay, so that fits just in there like that, which is cool, but I want to... What? Come here. When you have everything, but you still whine. just going to clean up this piece here, and then I'm going to start making the base. Because it consists of about 18 vertical posts and then 18 cross bracings to connect them all. So I can see how that will be kind of a pain. So the 18 number 2s, which are number 18. That's number 16. $13. Well, that doesn't seem right. Oh, wait. Number 2. 16 times number 2. Or is it 12 times 12? What? That doesn't make sense. 2 times 12 or 16 times 2. How many do you need? 1, 2, 3, okay, 18. But there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that should be probably 6 times. Then why does it look like 16? That's confusing. I can see that this is going to be a pain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 9 and 9 is 18. So those are the parts. I don't know why they're labeled. See, sometimes the instructions or the part numbers here can be wrong. Because it's saying that it's part number 16 and there's 2. Or it could be 2 times number. So it's either 16 of number 2, which there isn't 16 here, because there's supposed to be 18 and there's 9 and 9 on each thing. So that's a pain. But when you know what to look for, it kind of sorts itself out, I think. Yeah, Bubs built these previously. He did a really good job with his, and he has them on his club module. So I'm just clean cutting these out of the sprue because they don't really give you that much room to get your snips in there, and I'll just clean them up after. But I'm gonna get all 18 of them. Model railroading is fun. I have a lot of fun doing this, despite the headaches and frustration of certain aspects of it, like wiring or trying to read instructions. And again, that's odd because I usually never have issues with the instructions that Walthers gives, except some parts, like if it's a really small part, it's hard to see where it goes and what it's supposed to be connected to, and I don't have all the information, right? So it might make it a little bit more difficult. Oh. So I just want to make sure that these are good, because once these get painted, it's got to be smooth. You'll be able to tell if it's not done correctly. Yeah, when things go right, everything is awesome. Such is life, right? But such is life. It's not always going to go swimmingly or to plan. Sometimes you got to improvise. You also got to do things and learn from the mistakes, right? I think with, and I know I've talked about it a number of times on the channel here, but when I started building layouts again, I had started with what I knew, and what I knew was Atlas Code 100, and I was okay with it. Things worked well. I didn't like the switches, so that wasn't great, but you still do it anyways. And then it wasn't until I went out to the local club, the Ottawa Hoe Track, is when I got to see an up close look at Pico Code 83. So I knew that I wanted a bit more realistic looking of a track. So when I had started my next layout, that's the route I took. But when I see Code 83 on mainline running right now, opposed to, let's say, branch line or yard, there's certain aspects of it that I'm like, that rail could stand to be a little bit higher. So that's why I often say, well, in the future, if I ever do another layout, what I'll do is I'll just do Code 100 on the main line, and then I'll do Code 83 in the yards and industries. And that's probably the route that I'm going to take. It should have been what I did this time, because I was already thinking about that. But I was in not really a hurry to get started. But sometimes it's a bit to, go and get so many of this size and so many of this size. And it's just a pain. So instead I did all of it in Code 83. But sometimes you got to do these things to learn. And, it's not like you're making a mistake. You're just doing what you know. I've built so many kits over the years that, there's some that I knew I messed up certain pieces on, or some that I felt that I could have painted better or found a better way to paint it. But that's how you grow, and that's how you learn, right? You learn by doing sometimes. I'm very much a learn by doing kind of person. Oops. Yeah, even with painting it as well, it's not just painting it or building it, it's painting it as well. And there's kits that I've had where I've painted in certain colors, and then I'll go back and then I'll repaint it because I'm like, I thought that would be a good idea. And then when you see it completely painted in that way, you're like, nope. It looks ridiculous, or it doesn't look realistic enough. If it's too far gone, then it's like, well, strip it and then repaint it again. But I've been lucky in certain senses where I've painted it and it wasn't that great, but because I don't put thick layers of paint on, it doesn't ruin the details like the brickwork and something, or whatever. So I can just paint over it, and it's worked out for the best. So. Oops. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Hi, Anthony. How's it going, Anthony? For you US guys, I hear that the Intermountain Gevos are in. I'm not sure if they're in stores yet. Has anybody seen them in stores? I know that my shop has not gotten them yet because they won't be getting them until like the middle of the month. They do imports like around the 15th or so of every month. So, but have you guys seen the Intermountain Gevos yet? Like there's a military unit and 100 years, and then the rest of the CN Heritage fleet. Mark, is that on your Christmas list? I don't remember, because they're going to be in a couple of weeks. So. Okay. Yeah, because I even checked the website, and the website says that they're still. What does it say? Not. It doesn't even say it's like in transit or anything. It just in production is what it still says. But I hear that they'll be in within a couple of weeks. So they were supposed to be in last March, like this past March, but I guess it's because Scale Trains copied them and decided to do the exact same ones. Theirs showed up first, so you kind of have to wait for them to leave the market, and then put out these ones. I'm not sure if they're doing the same numbers or anything like that, but I imagine if they're Canadian Heritage or CN Heritage, that only so many were done in certain numbers, right? Well, I love the Gevo that I got, and I love the Gevo that Mike got me. So I'm really excited for these ones as well. Intermountain is great. I haven't really had any issues with Intermountain. Maybe some wheel sets on cars, but that's about it. So I'm really excited for the Gevos. Now, is there any that you guys think I should get? Like, I for 100% want the military unit, and there's one that says 100 years of CN, but then that leaves a whole bunch of other ones. And I was personally thinking the BC Rail unit, but there's a bunch of other ones as well. There's if I can remember off the top of my head, there's a burgundy one. I don't remember the name of it. There is the orange one, which I believe is the one that Mike likes. Mike likes the orange one. And there's an all black one. I think that one is Illinois Central, something like that. And that, I think, what is the burgundy one? Wyoming something? I can't remember. But they're all basically CN Heritage units. So cool. And then this was technically supposed to go on top, and these should all connect. I wonder if I can do that. That's a pain. Wow, I got to get every single one of these into its little home here. Okay. So there's one. There's one. Okay, do I have to glue these one at a time here? Oh, man. Okay, so how do I do this? You know what? It might not even be that bad. I'm just worried about the angle of it, because if I glue it in place, then it won't be able to move. So maybe I should put these bracings in first. You got to think like 5 steps ahead with this thing. Oh, send link. Why is there so many connecting points here? Because you know what happens is that when there's so many connecting points, is that when you try to cut certain things out, it will either bend something that you don't want to bend, or you risk breaking the piece. All right, joining me, we've got Bubs.
Heyo.
Hey, Bub. How's it going?
Heyo. Pretty good. So you're tackling
What
the bins.
what are you working on there?
Well, I was also, when I picked up those cars for you on Friday, I also picked up some photo etch stuff for myself that I'm going to be working on. I'm working on, if you can see right out here, a catwalk for the DDG facility on DeBojo.
Oh, nice. So what is the function, I guess we'll say, of that? What does that help support?
Well, it's sort of a catwalk so that you can actually go and lift up all of the troughs.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Yeah. So then I can see you're working hard on that. So just to give you a heads up with that, you actually want to do every brace one at a time.
One at a time?
Yes. So you know how you have the entire thing circled right now?
Yes.
Actually do it one at a time. So do 2 pieces, then your crosshead, then 2 pieces, then your crosshead, is what I'm telling you. That's how I did mine.
2 pieces, and then put the cross piece in.
Put the cross beam down, because you're going to have to make it sort of like, yeah.
So that it's rounding?
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
That's how I did. That's how I got mine to fit proper, like as close as I can without it actually teetering over.
Do you find it seems difficult because there's a lot of little pieces to it?
There is. That's why I like to do it like one frame piece at a time. To tell you the truth.
Yeah. Hey, Denny, how's it going?
Also,
Was it?
come August 15th, I will be ordering that gift card for Mr. Wigwag.
Oh, okay. I think he's in the chat there. So,
Oh, I know. He already sent me his email, so I just got to call up our valley to get it all organized.
oh, nice.
And I'm pretty sure Wigwag is stoked about that.
Well, yeah, I think he's coming down in September there to the Otter Valley Open House. So I'm sure he'll be happy to find some stuff that he can take home with him.
Yeah. It's going to be 100 Canadian, though, not 100 American. Okay, I need a set of pliers. Well, he was the only one who guessed back in May. Like, he wouldn't stop guessing during
That's
that
true.
time when we were doing the shop.
He was very committed to getting the answer.
He was by the deadline.
How long did it take you to build one of these?
It took me maybe 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Actually, the second one took me 3 hours. The first one I think
Not
took
bad.
me like a cumulative about 5 to 6 hours per day. Like it took me a few days to build it, but like say 1 or 2 hours at a
Yeah.
time. That was one of the bins.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah.
I should be able to get a pair of tweezers for this.
Now those would you call them elevators? The things that you've added, where you added the string to it and such. Is that a separate kit?
The pipes or are you Chris? Are you talking about? Man, like what do you mean? Like the ones that I made the styrene pipes for, or
The ones that they're like the chutes, and then you put the supports on it so that for like those windier days. And you
okay,
added
that was kit bash. That was actually kit bash because I do have the supports here. This is a separate kit altogether.
Oh, okay.
But the last time what I used was the stuff from Pike Stuff, the plastic ones that are like this.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I kit bashed that.
Oh, neat. I thought that was a kit that you might have purchased and then you just added stuff to it.
No, that's all kit bashed of multiple stuff.
I had my corn syrup cars on the layout, eh?
Yeah.
They're looking really good. They roll really nice too. At first, I was very like, nah, do I want them? But like, after seeing them, because they're a much smaller tank car, it's the kind of thing where I can make my radiuses a
Tighter.
little bit smaller in that area to kind of to work.
Yep.
Now I'll have to show you next time you.
Yeah. As well with the tank cars, if you really want to make a tight curve, you can actually get yourself a trackmobile for the chocolate factory to really make tight curves for it.
Well, that's why I was hoping, because James was able to find me that ONR Chop Nose GP9
Yeah.
at his store. I just had to add DCC and sound to it and weather the heck out of it, because ONR still has that today. I'm not sure where it is, but yeah, I was going to use that for the chocolate.
I think it's just sitting at the North Face shop.
I don't know, but I was going to move it up to the top level there and use it for that, because it would travel the distance of going to the ethanol area, where I think I'm going to have my drop off for cars and whatnot, and then it'll just go the distance of coming back up to the chocolate factory, just to to complete that switch out of cars.
Okay.
So the ethanol is going to have your basic smaller yard to it.
Mm.
I was trying to think of like how I can incorporate it, but I think that might be the route that I have to take.
Okay.
I'll show you next time you come, because there's two areas there, or two areas where track is going to be, where like I've added switches to it, but technically I don't need them there, but I'm not going to remove them all now, because it's
okay.
Not that it's too late. I just they're
no. That's
find where they're. Oh. It's so hard to explain without showing it.
Yeah, I know. What was I going to say? So yeah, when you put the ring on, just be careful as well once you have all of it done, because the ring may not fit at first. You may have to do a little bit of filing and just massage it into place to get it to sit right. Like I said, they're great kits. They were the first one I did. It was a little bit of a hassle, but when I got the second one going, it was a lot better. It all comes down to practice.
Yeah, because you don't really know what to expect with this. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wigwag, who makes those CN boxcars that you're looking at? Corn syrup pancakes?
Who's saying corn syrup pancakes?
Denny from N-Scale, Dystopia.
Okay.
Yeah, this here, it's kind of one of those things where you do have to really take your time with it because every little notch goes into a very specific area, and you got to slowly turn it as you're going around here. Otherwise, it's going to be pooched. But I'm not gluing them to the base because I want to remove this all from the base and paint this this separately. So I'll be able to remove that, and then I'll have a fun time putting it all back after. Broadway Limited has those track mobiles. Yeah. Quick responsibility, you're a speedster. Mark, this is a family show. Until I break something here, and then I use colorful language. We'll call it colorful language. No, I would do that. Yeah, I'm not sure. With Broadway Limited, I don't know if it's just the fact that it's a track mobile or the fact that I don't trust my whatchamacallits, my switches. Some switches work really, really well with smaller cars like a track mobile. Others are not as good. And I think it's because none of my frogs are powered. Like I don't have powered frogs.
Yeah.
So I think I would have a heck of a time with a track mobile on my layout. O&R does have one. I would never find one made for O&R, so I'd have to do a custom one. But at the same time, I much prefer using smaller locomotives to do my switching, like GP9s, GP38s, GP40s, and that's just normally how I like to run. And of course, you always got to run them in twos because they always look best in twos.
Something happened to my module over here.
Bradley's asking about glue of choice. My glue of choice for most of my kits that are not painted is the Tamiya. This is the thin. Yeah, so it dries quicker. Bubs is using the Instacure. I also have my Instacure on standby as well. I find Instacure is really good for painted to painted plastic. And yeah, he has a quick. Do you want to show that again? He has a quick setting spray. So basically, you put a dab of this on, and then you spray it with what Bubs was showing right there, that little spray bottle there. And what is it? 5 seconds, and it's dry.
Yep. You can actually sometimes see the heat coming from it, so you got to watch your fingers though, because it will.
She burns.
A little.
Well, the cool thing is, and I forgot to show it in my layout update video, but I'll mention it here because a lot of people often commented about it whenever I was doing a live or showing, the middle part of my layout. But I had some issues gluing the strings from my telephone poles, going pole to pole. So when Bubs came by, what was it, a couple weeks ago?
When I brought the cars to you.
Yeah. But he brought that instant spray, or the instant drying spray, and it made quick work of that. And it was very easy to, because we were doing that with outstretched arms and a pair of tweezers, like nose tweezers. So it was quite the feat to, have to get that done. But the spray made quick work of it, and my telephone pole lines have been repaired, so crisis averted by Hydro One.
I thought that was Go that's sitting next to the highway there fixing that.
No, you're probably thinking of because there's a garbage truck and it has the Go logo on it. It's like the Go cleanup crew. But no, I don't have any hydro trucks yet. Oh, Perry has a track mobile that he's gonna bring over and test. Sounds good, Perry. You're always welcome over here. I mean, call first, but let's see. Picked up a USB from a place down in Brazil. Neat. So get it on your fingers. Good idea. Have a little bottle of debonder on hand. Yeah, that's true. What about a GP30 from Scale Trains? They didn't make any road names that I would personally be interested in. That's a huge thing with Scale Trains, is that, would I buy more stuff from them? Possibly. Like after the tank cars that we got there, I was really impressed. But,
well, you got 2 more on the way.
That's true. But as far as locomotives, they haven't really made anything that I would be, willing to get yet, anyways. And it's understandable. They're just like, whatchamacallit? They're just like Atlas in that sense, where 90% of the trains and cars that they make are mostly American. I guess that's their fan base, I guess you could say. Yeah. They do make Canadian stuff, but it's not as highly demanded.
Well, the ES44s were highly demanding, and now I guess the AC4400s are really high demanding.
Yeah, so they'll have. I mean, they've been pretty good with the CP stuff, but CP is, you see that in the States and in Canada. So
yeah, well, now you also see that with the CN too.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to look up something here. Apparently,
I'm actually surprised that they didn't do the CN Heritage units. That was actually a surprise.
Scale Trains?
No, Athearn. I'm surprised that Athearn didn't make the CN Heritage.
Probably because Athearn was already in talks, I guess, with who knows? We never know.
Yeah. The weird thing, though, and I just realized this the other day because I was looking at the Intermountain Heritage units, and there's a big old poppy on the side of the whatchamacallit, on the side of the military unit. Yet,
but
Athearn
the other thing is, though. The other thing is, though, with that, is it the actual trademark logo of the poppy? That's the other thing.
Yeah. But Athearn couldn't get permission to do the Poppy P42 via. So that's, so it's not unheard of, but it's just how you go about doing things, right? They probably got the permission to do it.
Well, like I said, I don't know if it was. It all depends on the trademark logo. That's all it is. If it's an actual logo trademark, then it's different. Yeah. I think the one that's on the CN units is a little different.
Because it's so I think
smaller. No, I think the actual poppy is different completely from the actual trademark Legion poppy.
Oh, really?
Yes.
whole different poppy. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. I'm actually thinking of ordering 2 of those in B&O. They'll be the first time seeing Scale Trains models. They look nice. So, Ottawa Hydro is on strike. Anyway, that's probably why Bubs and I had to do it because the lines had dropped a long time ago and never got around to doing it. And then Bubs, when I knew Bubs was coming, I'm like, bring your quick spray. This thing is ridiculous. So we made quick work of it. And then we didn't have like 20 people standing around supervising. That's why it got done. Very careful with this. Oh my gosh. There's so many points of contact with just a little piece like this. There was 2, 4, 6, 8 contact pieces for this. And you have to snip it at each one. Otherwise, you break a piece off. When I set up the stream, you can get rid of stupid hearts that cover the chat by unchecking live responses.
Who said that?
Oh, Derek. See, I don't see when the hearts come up or anything like that. I've seen it on other streams, but yeah, I don't see it now. That's why I probably never think of it. But yeah, that barbecue, our trackside barbecue, is like what, 4 weeks away?
Yeah, I know. And I still got. Tomorrow I'm gonna get the barbecue out of the trailer and all that, and the griddle, so that get it all ready for that.
Like I said, I don't know what I'm more excited for, the barbecue or the September show at OVR, the manufacturer pop-up. There's things that I look forward to every single year.
Yeah.
The Rapido email, Christmas Day, is one of those things. Always look forward to that.
Well, actually, I got an email yesterday from Hotrack.
Oh.
From the president. Because the call out went for modules for the layout for September.
Okay.
And Mark asked me if I was bringing out the Bojo, because if he said he was actually bringing out his big green terminal as well. Oh. So we're going to put it. So that will be one hell of a series of local for that. So basically, the Bojo may not be like completely done, because I still got to do more lighting and all that, the wiring for it. I still got to do the last of the switch stands as well, and the actual key switch. Well, actually, hang on. I'll show you with the key switch.
This is cool. You showed me, but yeah, it's something that it's something to incorporate into your layout for sure, or module.
Yeah. So it's this key switch right here.
So
what
basically,
the plan
it's
is,
just like.
So yeah, basically, it's got two electronic prongs on it.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime if a train has to go to the back here, because this whole area, no big locomotives are going to be allowed back here. It's only going to be the locomotive that stays in this area, which right now it's being done. It should
Nice.
be ready by September.
Where can you get something like that? That little key thing where you add
This
power. Yeah.
I got this off Amazon.
Oh. Is there a
It was only 18
specific?
bucks.
Is there like a technical name for it? Like, what would people search up if they wanted to do that too?
I I actually got to look that up of what it was called because I do have it in my archive. So just give me a second here. Can you guys still hear me perfectly, or is it coming in garbled?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Key switch is what Perry is saying.
Yeah. So it's a key lock, single switch pull, single throw round terminal key.
What?
Yeah. So basically, like I said here, it's, well, that's what it's called.
Yeah. It's just a big name for a little switch then.
Yeah. But yeah. Or it's a single throw round terminal key. It's a single throw round terminal key.
Single throw?
Yeah, single throw round
so
terminal
either
key.
Off or on.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a neat idea. Key switch is what. Yeah.
How many messages, Mark, did you have to retract? What were you saying? What was he trying to put out there for a second? Like, geez. If you swore, Mark, I'd be surprised because I haven't sworn yet on this. And you tell me that this is supposed to be that children are watching this. Mark. Uh-oh. Okay, here's that.
Mark, where's my green mat review video? You said you were going to do a review video on that green mat.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that too. Mark.
It's got to be a spectacle too.
You said you were going to do it.
It's long, full in depth.
Oh boy.
You got to review both sides of the mat. I want to know what's on the bottom side of the mat too.
You got that too at Princess Auto as well, eh?
We don't know that yet because he hasn't made the video. You did half the work for
I thought he said he did it. I thought he said that though in the. But didn't he say that though during the live stream on last Thursday?
I don't know. If it wasn't done in a review video, then I don't know.
I was sure he said it during the After Dark video that he got that at Princess Auto. That's one of my other favorites.
A lot about Princess Auto. I've never even seen a Princess Auto. Where is it? Where's Princess Auto?
It's right by Cabela's there off Palladium Drive. There's that one, and then there's the
Oh.
one on the. Yeah, there's one next to Cabela's, and then there's one on the east end of Ottawa too.
Huh.
Princess Auto is a big Canadian department store for hardware. Yeah.
Hmm. I had no idea.
Well, now you know.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like a car repair place where you take your car to get repaired.
Not really.
No?
No. You can get parts for trailers, electrical wiring, tools, surplus stuff, welding equipment, hydraulic stuff.
Ooh. I've been meaning to drop the hammer on my SUV. Hey, Kevin, how's it going? I wouldn't be surprised if I only get one of these done tonight. It's been an hour, and I'm still working on this.
It takes time.
Base.
Like I said, it takes time.
Takes time indeed.
Yeah. So I think some of my cork bubbled up on me while my stuff was stored. Like my cork sheets.
Yeah.
Because this was all flat right here. I'm going to move you guys over just right here. And then it came up on me. It's like it risen. Good news is the car doesn't hit or anything, but the next thing I have to check to make sure is that the locomotive doesn't hit it. So that one lifted up on me, even though like I used alcohol and the 50-50 glue.
Yeah.
And then over here it did that too as well on me, but I'm gonna let that sit and dry for now.
Speaking of cork, so when I first started making some layouts and whatnot, I would go to Walmart, and Walmart sells a pack of 4 squares that are 1 foot by 1 foot. And it was about, at the time, so within the last 10 years, it was about $8 or $9 that I would pay for that. And at the time, I'm like, okay, well, that's not bad. $8 or $9, and yeah, you get 4 sheets of 1 by 1, so you can make a 2 by 2 giant area of cork, and it wasn't that expensive. Now, because I was there the other day, I went in. You get 2 sheets of 1 by 1 for $14.99. And it's like, ew, what happened? So
That's
I went
ridiculous.
over to the dollar. I found the equivalent at the dollar store. You get 2 sheets of 1 by 1 for $3. So I got like 4 packs.
Seriously?
I think I bought it.
I got a 4-pack, and I got this for $3 at the dollar store.
You probably have the same. Well, mine's a different packaging, but yeah, that's basically what I got. Oh, that's a 4-pack?
Yeah.
I know they used to have a 4-pack at the dollar store, but I haven't seen that recently, so I had to get the 2-pack.
Oh, there's plenty up here where I am.
But even still, like a couple of bucks for 2 or 4 sheets compared to $15 for 2 sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just gross. I was like, how are you still in business? No one's gonna buy your cork now. Oh. So I have all these pieces cut out. I'm slowly making my way around. I've got a few more to add here, but it's going.
Yeah.
I should finish this.
And then the next fun part's going to be the main walls. I'll tell you that right now too.
Oh, they're going to be just as fun, or
a little bit, but you also got to make sure you match the right walls too for the ladder pieces and that as well. So you got to make sure that those are in proper line too.
Fantastic. Yeah, we're less than a month away. 4 weeks away from the barbecue.
Yeah.
That should be a good time. There's a few guys that are coming out to that, and and then the September 16th thing that'll be lots of fun. I know that there's a few manufacturers that are going to be coming out that have agreed or they've already confirmed, but we're going to wait and we're going to talk about the confirmed ones a little bit later, and then don't want to give away all the surprises, but it should be a good time, and I'm really excited. It's just another one of those things I look forward to every year. What paint did you use to paint these? I know it's like supposed to be a metallic kind of silver.
I actually use Trimclad.
Trimclad. Is that a brand name or is that a...
Yep. It's a brand name.
Okay.
It's actually, I use paint.
Okay.
I will show you. Here we go.
Rust-Oleum.
Trimclad. Gloss aluminum. Yeah, oil-based technology. Paint and primer.
Huh. So yeah, definitely something I'll have to paint outside then.
Yep. Or in a well-ventilated, say, because I paint out here. I have a spray box, so I open up all my windows and everything for that. Oh, hey, there's someone who's haven't been seen for a while. He just finished working last night there too. He must be going to bed soon.
Hey,
though.
Tristan, how's it going?
He's picked up. He told me he grabbed himself a couple of the 6400s as well from Otter Valley.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they're nice cars.
Oh, he's asking you how you've been, Chris.
I think. Sorry?
He's asking you how you been since he hasn't seen you in the last little bit.
Oh, Yeah, I don't get out much. Yeah, no, good. I'm doing all right, as good as one can be. I got my trains and my somewhat health, so yeah, we're doing all right.
Oh, he says, nope, I could. Slept already for my day. Okay, so he's good.
You're missing all the tornadoes, though. We keep getting tornado warnings up here, and you're dodging them.
And well, another one dropped there a lot on Thursday. There was one that dropped in Ottawa on Thursday.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. I've seen more tornado warnings in the past 4 months than I've seen in the last 10 years.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, Caslow has been producing quite a few kits recently. I've seen that.
Oh yeah, he did have one in Alliston when he was working the Alliston job a week or two back.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm really excited for those pipe cars. Pipe car should be in soon. Could go for
The
some of
pipe cars?
those with the faded CM. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be real nice. Are you excited for your Ottawa Central unit?
Oh, I can't wait for them.
They look really
For the
good.
Ottawa Central
Like even the C
and the Trillium Railway one I'm getting too.
Yeah. Like I wasn't planning on getting one, but I wouldn't mind one at the same time. You know what I mean? Like it looks like it's going to be a nice loco. I just hope that everything's good.
Well, that should be the new motors and all that there. So they went with it. So it should be a lot better.
Well, that's good. Yeah, Tristan, if you're around the long weekend, we've got a barbecue again on the Sunday. I think it's either the 4th or the 5th. I can't remember for the life of me. But yeah,
Well,
you
who
should
knows? He
come
may
by.
be coming in style.
Yeah, that's
He may
true.
show up in style. We don't know. And we'll keep that a secret to everyone. Sorry, everyone. Only a few of us will know what I mean about that. See what the chat's saying about that.
All I know is that I have one more strut here. I'm pretty sure it's a strut or something, support of some sort. And then I'm done the base. It only took an
Okay.
hour.
Yeah. So yeah, with the ring and the bottom, you actually want to, with the ring, the bottom funnel, you actually want to have the whole tower piece put together before you put it on the base.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, 8757 was on 101 heading north. Nice. All right, let's see here. So the Every Child Matters unit went west.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen that one in a while. Is there only one unit that's painted like that?
Yep.
Like one number?
Yep. That's the only one that's painted like that with CP. The other orange unit is the Half Peg Lloyd St. John's Express unit.
Uh, oh, Mike's going to be up here or up towards me, I guess, next weekend.
Oh yeah, so he's probably going to come by and visit you, maybe.
Possibly run a train.
That,
Possibly.
and also liberate his. Come grab his something that he's been wanting for so long right now.
Are we talking about the tank cars?
You're trying to hide those on him, aren't you?
Oh, I was just gonna say I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any tank cars.
Well, it's not just it's that and the other cars that are maybe sitting in your spot at your place.
I don't know about any other cars.
He's gonna come hunt you down.
I especially don't know anything. I don't know if they're Vias. I don't know if they're dome cars. I don't know if they're park cars. I don't know. I don't know about anything. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Oh, really? Those holes go on the top? No. Oh. Do they? Shoot. I have no idea what's going on here. Okay, number 4. Facing up, glue the funnel. Okay. So does that go like that? That doesn't make sense. Because then there should
Yeah,
be
because not really. Like I said with that, because the rings are actually for the sidewalls of the green bin.
Yeah, but why do they have like there's all these little nub things that stick up all the way around, right?
Yeah, I know.
Go into all these little holes, but they say that they want the holes face up. No, that doesn't
Trying
seem
to
right.
see.
That seems like another faux pas here.
Like I said, if I wish I had mine completely off to actually show you, but now that it's glued to a base, it's kind of hard. But once you start running it around the base there with that, what I did was I actually with the top cone, I used the top cone first.
Yeah.
And I went around the top while also doing the bands on the side.
You know, there's like a little recessed edge there. So yeah, technically,
There is.
Okay, so I was technically correct in a sense, where those little dots go down, but they have them they show them pointing up here, so that's weird.
I know.
Yeah, that's Walthers, don't fail me now.
Yeah, But like I said, don't attach that bottom piece yet to the base. Do the bottom cone and that mount first, and then do your walls, and then your top piece.
So wait. Bottom cone.
Don't attach it to that bottom piece yet. Is what I'm saying.
Do this
Like
with the
your
top
frame.
wall.
Leave that alone.
Yeah.
You got your frame. Leave the frame alone until you got your main piece ready to go on top of it. Like once your complete piece is what I'm saying.
Okay.
If anyone understands what I'm saying in the chat, you'll know what I mean. That way, you have a full cylindrical piece once it's all together, and then you could try to align it on top. What I'm saying, and actually keep it at a nice, keep it like. If not, now do you get? Now do you get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, 100%, absolutely, yeah. No, for sure.
Okay.
Me in my mind, what is he saying?
I'm trying to help you.
Oh, that's what that was. Oh, okay. I thought we were about to have a Confucius moment.
I thought that was when we're with. I thought that's when James is on that we have a Confucius moment there, where. Well, that and Mike. I thought that's both Confucius moments. That's all Confucius moments is when everyone's all together and we're all talking and we're like, the.
What? What's going on?
Yeah.
That too. But wouldn't this piece be easier just to like put that on there and like line up all those little dots?
I'd rather do that piece, like I said, after that right there. You can line up the dots after once your main piece is all together, your main bin.
Like I could put this bottom thing on basically at any point because I got to remove this from the base anyways. So I can just glue that from the underside.
Yeah, true. It is your kit. You could do what you want to do. It's just how I did it. It worked for me.
I'd rather mess it up knowing that I messed it up.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. No, that's fair.
I'm just trying to find the easiest way to do it without setting fire to this thing. So, okay. So I found the piece here. This is the stair piece, right? This is the part where all the whatchamacallit, the ladder thingies go.
Yes.
And this other piece here where there's supposed to be a little box. I'm assuming it's some sort of control panel type thing. I don't know. I've never seen one of these up close. So. All right, Kevin, you have a nice one? Nice one or a good one? I think we're on Mike's channel tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, he's gonna probably retaliate at us thereafter for talking about today.
Retaliate.
Oh, it's just gonna be nothing but a nonstop chirp session.
Oh, I hope so. I want to add a red blinking light to the top of my my grain elevator too.
You can.
I'm making a list for September, so when I go down, I'll know what I'm going for. Because if I just go in there and I start I would like one of these and a one of these and a one of these, and I'm just aimlessly buying, there might be an issue. We might have an issue.
Yeah.
But if
Hey,
I
hence
know
the reason why it's the same reason why with Van Horn.
with their you don't really know what to expect though, because they could have stuff
I
from
know.
like 7-8 years ago. So you have to
Oh,
keep an open
well,
mind when you're going.
not only that, he's got some very rare stuff that I showed you guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That really rare stuff I showed in the chat. Not in the YouTube chat, but our group chat.
Yeah.
Like, say if I actually did say have the money for it, I would have bought like say a whole bunch and actually would have had that a whole train ready to go.
Randall says that he's excited for the U-boats to arrive, and he's getting a Frisco.
No.
I will. I'm not personally planning on a U-boat, but I know Mark really wants the Santa Fe, just in
Oh
case.
yeah.
Just in case I don't think his wife watches my lives or anything like that. I know if he's sitting there, he's probably sitting there. But I know a certain somebody, a special M&M, who wants a U-boat for Christmas. So
I thought it's Lily that always hits that there every time.
yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thought it was Lily that it always keeps hitting the cart button there on both of them in the middle of the night. And then Mark just agrees to it.
Probably.
You know she's shopping on there. You know it. I'm actually surprised he's not trying to come and not talk about this right now.
Well, that's why I can't have one of those Amazon things in my house. Otherwise, there'd be like random stuff showing up at my door, like candy and cat food and cat treats. And okay, so I'm going to attempt this. I'm going to see if I can just put this in here first and glue it.
Yeah.
And see how that goes. This might be a problem.
What?
This whole piece. Oh, maybe not. Number 800. Now, is there a reason why you specifically wanted Frisco number 800?
I think because that one is still around, I think, in a museum.
Okay, I think I'm halfway around this circle here. Just gotta get a few more in. And hopefully, like, go as easily as the other ones. Hopefully.
Trying to figure out how to put these stairs up with this guide piece so that. Yeah, when it comes to kit bashing, it takes a little bit because you got to think of what you're trying to how to mix it together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How's it going, F&B? We're just building kits here today. And we do this every Sunday. We hang out and build something. Last week I had some elevators. I was working on some elevators for my paper mill. Pulp and paper. But today, doing stuff for my ethanol plant. And I think I figured out how I'm doing the elevators for my paper plant. But I haven't glued anything down or painted anything yet. So there's that. So I still got my work cut out for me there, but it'll get done.
I gotta get myself a drink.
Yeah. Darn.
Okay. I still got to find myself a printer because I got all the card cards done on my computer, but I don't have a printer really that works right now. So I got to figure out where I'm going to get them printed off. I may have to go to the library to actually print off the card cards for these, so that I can incorporate them into the module in September.
Are you getting it printed onto paper or cardstock?
Paper, because it goes into a plastic slip.
Oh, okay. Because I have a printer. I think I'm out of paper. So if you need, you can can always print them here.
True. I love those cars, though. Those are going to be nice cars.
Which cars?
These cars.
Oh yeah. Do you have your new ones on hand there?
I have all four. Yeah, that's one of them right there.
Yeah, one of them. But like, where's the other ones?
Well, the other ones are still in their boxes right here. 2, 3, 4. I got all the other 3 in hand. Yeah, 337 was the one you gave me.
Yes. Now, are there supports between each piece here?
Huh?
Are there supports between each tall piece?
Yes.
So it goes tall piece, support, tall piece. Okay.
So when you put the 2 pieces together, you got to grab one of the thin strip pieces, and then glue it onto the top, and then glue it. Hey, Mystic, how's it going?
Hey, Mystic.
So yeah, with that, and then you grab your second piece along with that thin strip, and then you got to try and basically put it together like so, gently. So I'm actually also contemplating, because with Grain Terminal 2, it's also connected to the DDG facility. So what I may do is actually use all 4 DDG cars at one time. 2 go on the train, and 2 are sitting here. Because if you actually look, it's pretty long that you actually have to, I may have to push a car to actually get to a car. Because it's actually sitting on the switch.
I'm not entirely sure I understand how this actually goes. Like, do those strips go on the outside, the inside, or down between?
The outside. The outside.
Okay. So if I put 2 Walthers like this.
Give me a sec. I'll pull out Terminal 2.
This is stupid.
Not. It makes sense. Okay, careful. Careful. Gentle.
You should have pre-warned me. You should have said, Chris, People are going to be watching you suffer while you're making this. And I would have said, maybe I should do it live. People don't want to see me suffer.
Okay. You have to put it down here for a sec.
Maybe that's why they keep pushing the heart button, because it's like,
you can do it. They want you to succeed. They love it, and they want you to succeed. Ugh. Let's throw that over there for now. So yeah.
oh, it's like a half and half thing.
Yep.
Oh, I see it. Okay, that makes total sense. Okay, yeah. It was not just facing the wrong way, but it was also probably upside down at the same time.
So yeah, this is one of the pieces right here. So it's that, and then you got your one that's actually molded to the actual circular, and then you got to basically overlap half of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I move back, there you go. That's what it's supposed to look like at the bottom. And then the top. Like that.
I feel like this piece should have came molded on here already. Am I wrong to say that, or does that feel like there's truth behind that?
No, not really.
Because typically, if I'm gluing this strip along here, and there's already a piece here, what they could have done was had this molded on here, but left this side just the way it is. That way, you're locking in a circle. No, that would technically be counterclockwise, but it would still build the same thing, but that would already be attached. So now I'm going through and I'm attaching this piece to every single one of these now, because
Well, you do it to one side on the outside.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm just doing it to the one side.
It's basically what it's actually doing. It's your support for the outside, and it's pushing outward when your actual can is pushing outwards.
Yeah, because it gives you a lip, and then it's basically just a matter of gluing at the bottom and then gluing along the lip, and then it should hold both pieces.
Well, actually, you glue to the yeah, but as well, you're actually gluing to the outside.
Yeah. Two things to note. I glue this piece to here already because I'm like that. I don't know why. Around the ring here, there is a little notch, two little notches actually. So that's something you got to watch for, because that's where your ladder connects to. So I've got the one special piece here that connects with that, because this is where all the ladder is going to go.
Well,
so I just wanted to
know
that.
And then there's also your cone piece you got to put at the bottom.
Cone piece. Yeah. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do that like at the end, because I have to remove that from the base anyways, so it won't be a huge deal. Okay, so now I'm going to glue that. And we've got 2 pieces so far, 2 upright pieces, so that's great. I feel good about this. I guess we could be expecting those CP Heritage units by Christmas or even January.
I believe so, yes.
That'll be neat. Because then that means you only have a couple more to go after those, right?
Yep.
And they've got those SD70Ms that are in O&R. I have to get them in DC,
Yeah,
though,
no.
so that add lock sound. Yeah, this kit has a lot of small parts to it where it's you're basically
Oh, no.
attaching a bunch of little pieces together, really, to make one big thing.
No, Tristan, they're actually talking about 7020 and 7023, and then they're going to rerun 7021 and 7022 with roller bearing caps.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. Which if that is the case, then, geez, do I get them at that point?
Ever since roller bearing caps, and I showed you that, you've been like, mine.
Well, I've always liked the look of 7022, and I really wanted one, but I couldn't justify it, just by itself. But if I got some CP rail, I mean, that wouldn't be like the worst thing to ever happen. Especially with the fact that I've got a lot of auto racks and whatnot. Like, I can run an auto train. That's not a huge deal. The problem is that if they come out with whatever, it's like it's going to happen at the same time that something that I really need comes out. So then I got to make the choice. It's like, do I get that or that? And I'd love to get both. But...
I know, but you got to make a commitment. You said you made a commitment to this already, so that means you got to stick with the commitment.
Which commitment?
Well, if you want to get the roller bearing caps for the Navy with the Navy unit, you definitely want to commit to that right now, right?
Oh, well, yeah. But, like, I want to see the official thingy first, where they're like, okay, yeah, we are bringing this back. You know,
Oh,
it's only like
listen,
it's a rumor.
actually, Tristan wants you to do something. You can actually model H17.
H17. What is H17? Because I'm not down with the lingo.
Yeah. I think that's the Alliston job, where it's all auto racks, moving them around at the Honda plant.
Ah. Yeah, because I've been slowly collecting auto racks. I know I don't plan on having an auto rack facility on this layout, but I do really like the look of them, and I like to weather and graffiti them, and I would like to have a facility in the future, maybe a future layout or something. And if I already have the cars, then all the more reason to.
Oh, actually, yeah. H17 is an auto train Toronto from Lambton Yard and Spence, and then back to Toronto. So actually, that's the Mississauga area.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I guess Tristan's he's been doing the Mississauga stuff, and he's been doing the Allison stuff. He's been doing all the auto. He's been doing. Oh no, all 3 yards. Okay. One or two units.
Oh, probably two. I mean, a lot of these trains are really good, and you can have one pull a fair amount of, cars. But, if anything, I'd do two on the front or two on the front with a DPU. Either or. But I'm sure I'd have to get some gold beaver at that point. Do you have a favorite CP item that you own there, Bubs? Because I know you're
Me?
big with your CP. What is your most favorite or cherished CP possession?
I actually don't know. Well, right now, I would just say my heritage units, because I do got an actual display case I'm going to put them all in. Because even though I have the photo, I bought myself a shadow box,
Yeah.
and actually I'm going to basically place them all in the same way, but have the Canadian flag on the one side, have them on the Canadian flag side.
Neat. Yeah, that'd be cool. And then you can hang that poster that you got from me right beside it too.
Yeah.
Makes for good aesthetic. I think the reason why there's so many little points of contact here is because they want to prevent warping of these pieces. But it's still a pain to
No, I know.
cut every single one out.
Ugh.
Yeah, the Bowser SD30C Ecos are really nice. I think all the guys got them. I think Mike got one. James, I think, got
Mike got
two.
two. Mike got two.
Oh, Mike got two as well.
Yep.
Yeah, Mike
I got two.
and then you got two. Okay.
Yep.
And James got two, I think. Yeah, they're nice runners. They look really good too. Sound great. But that's Bowser for you. You know.
Yep.
You got what you pay for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited for my SD40s. So excited. It's been a while since I've bought a Bowser locomotive. Anthony has a GP30 CSX Slug and waiting on the Athearn GP38 Mother to go with it. What brand is the Slug? Slugs are hard to come by.
Mm-hmm.
And usually if you have one, it's typically brass, right? So Hey Ray, how's it going? Around the layout? Working on kits today, building away. So I think if I've got 3 of these pieces done, I can add all 3 pieces here, and it should help to get this thing a little bit more built up here, and should look a little bit better. Keyword should. It's getting there. It's just repetitive. Glue the strip to the long piece. Glue the piece to the base. Repeat like 18 times. I should let that dry for a minute while it's doing that. So besides your, Bubs, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just trying to get
I
these
look up for a
steps
second
in.
and I'm like, I don't see anybody.
I'm
Uh-oh.
just right now. I'm still here.
I was going to ask you, besides those CP units, the military units that you're waiting on, is there anything else that you're really excited for, or that you, and also like you said, yeah, the Ottawa Central units as well from Repeater.
Well, there is the Hapag Lloyd unit that's coming.
Okay, when's, do you know
Uh,
when that's?
I believe that's November. I'm not sure. And as well, the Rapido Bud cars.
The
The
Repeater
actual
Bud.
Hep 2 cars.
Yeah, those look great. I'm excited. How many of those do you have on order, or plan to
6.
get? I should say 6 of them. Okay, cool.
Yeah. 4 for a commuter train, and 2 of them are Hep 1s that are go with the Canadian. And
Neat.
replace the
I'm taking a
Walther ones
different
they have.
approach with that. Yeah, I already sold my Walther ones. As soon as I had seen those, I sold the Walters ones. Even though I love the Walters ones, but I'm just like, okay, so they'll light up, and yeah, they're much fancier. They might have a bit more weight to them as well, I find. So,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, I'm taking the same approach with a similar approach, I should say, because I want to build 2 corridor trains. So I think I've got about 10 on order, but it's 2 trains of 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what I'm wanting to do, and then I can mix them in a little bit with the LRC cars that I have as well.
Because there has been
So
a
I
little
do
bit of
have
that lately,
some trains
too.
are a mix, right? But I do plan on running some just as is. I just wish they would do more F40s, because I just have, the one Renaissance, and I'd like to be able to do like a
Yeah.
Renaissance at each end, or, similar trains like that.
Oh, definitely. Hmm.
Do they still have P42s that are not in the Love the Way, that are like is the greenish blue?
Yeah, they still have a couple.
I never see them. I always see the Love the Way ones.
I caught them. If you looked at some of my videos.
How recent?
This summer?
Really? Oh,
Yeah, I think there's 2 or 3 left that are still in original Renaissance color.
I don't think I noticed.
I have to look at my. I'd have to look. Hang on. My channel. I'm gonna go to my channel for a second. I'm still on the thing here with you guys. There's the F40. Let's see here for a second.
All right, Wigwag, you have yourselves a great day.
Later, wigwag. I'm still here. I'm just going back through my archive here.
No worries. Some of the 6400s are getting rebuilt,
Found
and
it.
some are getting retired.
So the 917 is still in its original paint scheme.
Huh.
So
Now, would you
917
say
is still.
like
Say
the
again?
earlier version of it is more of a blue, right? Where this newer one is more of
Yeah.
the green
Yeah.
to match
Which
the Ren unit from the what is it, the F40 or whatever.
yeah. So I think those ones are actually wrapped. But that one, yeah, 917, and I think I have it here. No. So yeah, 917, and I believe I saw it 901. But yeah, 917 is one of the original painted ones still.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe the lighter blue ones, which are all now wrapped, they're all wrapped now, the lighter blue ones. But I think there's only 2 or 3 that are still in original green, like in the Ren green.
Uh-huh.
The light blue are all wrapped. Hmm.
I'm really excited to see the Bachmann Charger as well. That's supposed to be in late fall, says Bachmann. So whatever what would you consider late fall? Like end of October, early to mid
Just
November?
before, I would say almost late November. Late November, early December.
Late November. So just in time for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know what I'm getting for Christmas. Have I seen the Atlas hoppers? I think you asked me about that, and I'm not sure which hopper. I mean, because obviously they've made a number of different hoppers. Is there specific ones that you want to bring to my attention? I'm not sure which ones you might be referring to.
Okay. That's why I wasn't going good, because I had it the wrong way around. But now that I got it the right way around with the actual thing. Okay. We got to paint these now. Careful.
You gonna paint something?
Yep.
I've got 2 more pieces to put on as far as things going vertical here.
There we go. There's that.
Atlas hoppers and Walthers hoppers. So depending on which hopper you're talking about, because there's many different types of hoppers. I have a lot of the Walthers cylindrical hoppers. I've got a whole bunch of those.
By Walthers mainline.
Yep. And then there's some Atlas hoppers that are really nice that are old Trueline train tooling, which are also really nice. So, and that's just a couple. There's quite a few nice ones.
2:00. Damn. Time flies when you're having fun.
I think when you're putting a kit together.
Yeah, Anthony, well, the proto hoppers, Anthony, that I have, well, those are big. They're yeah, I have the 6351s.
Are you talking about the updated version of the cylindrical?
No, I don't know what well, the 5701, I don't know. That's an ACF hopper. And then there's the Trinity hoppers. But you got to give Anthony. You got to see which Trinity are you talking about? Because there's so many Trinity hoppers out there. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for now because I still got to let the glue and the ballast and all that dry up there too. I'll let that sit out here for now, just so that everything can settle again and tighten up. The 3230 Trinities. Those are small. Or are those the sand cars? I think those are the sand cars.
If it is, then I probably wouldn't have them or have seen them because I don't personally do like sand service or gravel and all that.
Mm.
Not one of the industries that I would work on personally.
But you are getting the Rapido stainless steel ones, right? For your paper plant?
Yeah, for the paper plant, yeah.
And you're only getting a couple of those.
Just need a couple of those. Some sort of, yeah. Well, what were they like? Some sort of chlorine, something?
Yeah, they're it's a solid chlorine.
Yeah.
Give me a sec here. I'll help you. No, I didn't want to go into the market. I actually wanted to hit up the page. Okay, here. Let's see. Print cars. Sodium chloride.
Sodium chloride.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, sodium chloride began to replace chlorine as a bleaching agent in paper making process. It's a solid. Oh, they were actually built in Oakville, Ontario.
Hmm.
Yeah, 1,300 aluminum sodium chloride service covered hoppers were, and actually a whole bunch of them were also constructed by NSC and Thrall.
Hey, Split Rock, how's it going?
Oh, they were actually built at the Procore facility in Oakville.
Oh, neat.
And then they were built by Thrall. You're not gluing that top piece on yet, are you?
Why do you ask?
Did you put the bottom piece in yet?
Oh no, but I can take the base off. This comes off. I'm going to. I'll put the.
You should check just to make sure. Oh, well, just be careful not to break the pins at the bottom.
Wait, which one goes?
And then you still got to put the trough piece. And then still got to put the piece on.
You had me all backwards. I'm like, maybe I put the wrong one on the top, and I had it correct. So now I gotta glue the stupid thing back on.
Yeah, but did you put the bottom piece on? Oh, you did. Oh no, you didn't yet.
Well, no, it's glued together, but it's not glued to the base. So I can.
I know, but you got to be careful with the pins. That's the other thing. You got to be very careful with the pins, and as well, you still got to put the trough piece on at the bottom as well. The trough hatch.
Yep. That'll probably be like least of my worries, but like I'll still do it. Okay. I want. You scared me. I thought I had put the top one on the bottom and the bottom one on the top, but then I looked and I'm like, no, there's a ladder right there, and the ladder was on the top.
Okay. No, I know, but it's your bottom piece of your bin though that sitting there on the side, and yet you've already put it in. Like I know you haven't glued the bottom pieces in yet, but you just got to be careful trying to take. You just got to be careful trying to take that bottom piece off without breaking any pins.
Boom.
You broke it, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I didn't break anything.
No.
It was like that when it got here. Oh. And drop. Damn it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Turn. I think I need it. Oh, no. We're good. We're good. We're good. Are we good? We are. Ooh. We're good. Okay. Just need to glue it. That
and then
was frustrating.
And then the trough piece. Okay, I'm gonna move to the inside. Just gonna turn my camera off here for a sec. Coming back in. Let some stuff dry out there.
There we go. There's what did those?
Just about done.
What? Now, besides a couple of little detail pieces and the stairs that go up to it, technically that is the main body of it. We did it.
Yeah.
It only took 2 hours.
And that's fun.
Yeah. And you know what? I can probably go ahead and attach all the stairs and the ladders and whatnot, because that'll all get painted the same color anyways. And then I just gotta paint the cage and the railings the blue color to match my other stuff.
Yep.
Which I'm also okay with. Does that go on the top? That goes on the top. Maybe I'll just do one more piece. What's 34?
It could be the little adjustable nub. And the pipe that actually goes into the top.
Yeah, because there's these two half pieces, and it allows you to basically.
Yeah, that way there, and it also allows you to pivot. You know, it lets you pivot as well.
Yeah.
So you can pivot at a 45-degree angle, or and then you can spin it 360 degrees if you wanted to. If you don't glue it at the actual top of the tower.
That's a pretty big if.
Well, you got to turn them so that you can actually go to where your pipes are going, right?
True. So where I put glue on this is basically you got to be careful where you put the glue.
Yes, big time. Anthony, there's a whole bunch that actually goes with these towers. So you have the wet dry bin. You can also get the large green bins. The surge bin, which is a tower, and then the grain dryer as well. I have all of that on both modules actually. I got 2 of each almost, except for the tall towers and the large bins.
It's weird how we use a lot of the same pieces, but we have 2 totally different industries.
Yep.
It's neat how that works. Okay, the little thing is good. I just got to obviously wait for that to dry. And then that can go in there. And then that way this will rotate. And then this can also tilt. And hopefully the glue doesn't do anything bad. And yeah, Bob's your uncle. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait till next week. And I'm going to do the other one, obviously.
Don't forget, you got to add. Don't forget, you also got to add the hatch underneath at the bottom of your So the hatch that goes underneath. There's a small hatch with a wheel.
Yes, yeah, that's fine. Because I still got access to, right? I just wanted it to be together so that all this goes perfectly however that goes. And then once I paint that base, and then I paint this separately. But I'll add the detail things in there. And what I'll do is, because these have a lot of parts that need to be cleaned off, so I'm going to clean them all while it's on the sprue. And then I'll get these on here next week. And then we'll do the other one.
It's a tall kit, though, isn't it?
Huh?
It's tall, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, like, when you... So it's 11 and a half, but it says it's 12. So, I don't know. Actually, it's probably less than 11 and a half, because these are not pushed down into the holes. So it's being raised up a little bit.
Yeah, that, and as well, you got to add the pipe too.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited for that. I have a couple of those on the layout. And I wonder if this was accurate, because they were saying it's about 3 inches or 3 5/8, which, yep, that does look spot on for 3 5/8. So the size is good. It's a little bit shorter than what they said, but still, it does what you need it to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I had an extra one of these, so I don't know if this is for the other one, but I'm going to save it. At least one's already cleaned.
Did
you have extra?
I think it did come with extras. I'm not sure. I'd have to actually look. Oh, Tristan wants in the live to show the layout. What? Okay. Yeah, Tristan wants to quickly join the live and show the layout he's at right now, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a few minutes.
Same.
We'll wrap it at 2:30 there, because I gotta.
Yeah. There you go, there, Tristan.
Quick.
It's up. I actually want to see this
Split Rock
layout.
likes my shirt. We'll probably go solo screen when.
Oh yeah,
when he comes
definitely.
up.
That was it.
Do we know where he is? Where is he exactly?
Somewhere in Toronto.
Somewhere in Toronto. Okay. Mike's like, we got time. Tell that to my boss.
Mike.
By my boss, I mean the children that want sandwiches. Let's see.
Come on. Is he up yet? Come on, Tristan. Come on.
A GVO shirt like that? I mean, this isn't a GVO shirt. It's from other. It's from. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Working?
Oh. Hey, buddy.
What's going
Holy
on?
moly.
Yeah, don't mind the
Look
hair.
at the hair.
Don't mind the hair. Don't mind the hair.
And the scruff. He's got the scruff going too.
Yeah, it's called working. The working life. In the bush. So here, hold on.
Let's
Let's
see if I can get rid of
camera. Oh, it turns it off. 1 second. Let's see.
Yeah, so you got to go. Uh-oh. Hang on.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, we can get him back. Hang on. So you can't close it, Tristan. Just to let you know, you cannot close it. You got to hit the back to actually switch the camera because that's happened to me a couple of times.
And
there we go.
Right.
So yeah, don't hit X. You got to hit back when you're switching your camera around.
When you have to hit back.
Yeah. So when you go to your camera settings, you have to hit back. You don't hit the X.
Oh, okay. Back camera. I see what you mean.
There you go.
Right on. Look at that. Sick. All right. So there's those loads I finally finished.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was the project for the week. So I got 6 of those done. So this is
Are those ingots?
Yeah, those are the ingots of that.
Nice.
So those.
This is his 231 that he's building.
Yeah, and then those. Yeah, it's part of it. This is only a quarter of the train, and then this one is. Then there's those guys like that. Those look.
I'm excited
familiar.
for the black ones that will be coming out soon. The 6000s.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll probably pick up one just to represent. I haven't seen many of the 6000s. A lot of them are just they're few and far between. A lot of the ones I work with are the 6400s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So when we worked CMI this week, it was just there's a few 6000s in there, but most of these scrap dealers have their own cars, so they were just using their own, which are like a lot of them are actually, funny enough, a lot of them are the old Hockler Sidley Sultran cars.
Oh, neat.
Oh.
Yeah, so we were working with those, and that was pretty well it. So yeah, this is part of the train. I got some of these Atlas Boss cars that seem to be kind of like somewhat hard to find these days.
Yeah, I heard they went pretty fast.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I didn't think they'd go as fast as they did, and they did. And then I found one of these Rapido Jeep 20 tanks, which
For
CP
diesel.
has quite a few of them. Like at the washouts at the yard there's a whole bunch of CP tanks in there. So there's those, and then
nice.
You know, the typical stuff. But this was the highlight, so I got those prototype loads, and then you know the foreign power that runs.
So tell us what we're looking at here as far as layout wise and what.
Oh, it's a friend's layout, so it's actually triple deck. So it's point to point. It's a point to point layout that's with the helix. So it's pretty cool. It's
Are you
really
allowed
fun.
to show us more?
I can show part of it. Can't show all of it, but
that's fair. That's fair.
There's the diesel shop.
Oh wow!
Then my foreign, I pay big money to have this stuff here for running rates on this layout. This is the short line, so there's two railways, so there's a short line on top as well.
Oh,
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so it's a pretty cool layout. It's more for switching. It's not so much a run through layout. So it's more focused on like every train here. It's has a destination. So, for example, there's only 4 run through trains. Every other train has cars for a particular train. So, when you switch out one industry, the cars come back to the yard, they go back out on a train, and then the empties come back on the adjacent train, put back in the yard, and put back on the train to be serviced again. So
nice.
they all have jobs. They're all assigned cars. I think there's only 20 cars that are not like destined somewhere here, except for my train. My train has no particular area to go. It just goes point to point. So that's Hotrack's actual train. Eventually, it's pushing like 70 cars right now. So
Oof.
I'll get in a lot of trouble for running stuff a little too long. But hey, that's okay.
Not until after
For
5 o'clock. Once after 5 o'clock, it's free reign.
Yeah, but I don't have an EOT for this train yet, so we're restricted
I
to
know.
25. We're restricted to 25 per, which I don't think the guys will like that. So,
what did you use for your ingot loads there?
so the ingot loads are made by Prototype Loads. So they're like kind of like I don't know if they're resin or plastic. They're heavy though. So
Yeah.
I bought them for about like $3 a load, and then they came with like here, I'll take a car off. It'll be easier to see it up close. So basically it came with the full load, and they had the decals applied to it, and then what I did was they came with the little, I guess I don't know what you call them. They put them under the ingots so the forklifts can get under them.
Yeah, like little 2x4s or whatever.
Something like that.
It's
And
called dunnage.
whatnot.
Dunnage.
And then the banding I did myself, and I just went to the craft store and found some yellow tape and taped it.
It
So
looks
the
good.
stuff that goes under the load, that's called dunnage.
Dunnage.
There you
Yes.
go.
If anybody's gonna know, it's gonna be Bubs.
Exactly. So those were what I did there, and then the cars are the Rapido cars. So 231 normally handles quite a bit of the ingot loads.
Yep.
And then 230 brings back the empty. Sometimes they're spotted in Toronto Yard. It really depends on what their plan is with the train, but 231's the junk train. Any 200 series train are junk trains. It's like the 420s and the 421s. They make the most amount of money, but they suck. So they have, when I mean everything, you name it. They've had dimensional loads on them. So I have a dimensional load that's being made right now. I bought one of those exact rail cars, so I have a dimensional load coming eventually. So that's the plan long term for this, and then I have a BC rail train that I'm in the midst of completing as well. So I'll have 2 trains, and that's plenty for me. I'll
I was
play with the
gonna
rail.
say I'm seeing all the CSX, but there's no BC Rail. What's going on?
The BC rail collection has shrunk actually. I replaced a lot of the brass with the plastic stuff coming. So
Oh,
a lot
really?
of my brass is just in CSX now. And then I have a few CP engines coming as well to kind of wash out with them, because I mean right now CP has a bunch of run through power units. Like they have a bunch of CN units on hours right now. They had someone messaged me just this morning saying that 132 tomorrow has a CN unit leading. Which is kind of cool. Which is kind of cool because they have microwaves in them, which is kind of a nice little touch. So,
nice. A couple of questions for you, Tristan, if you don't mind answering, just from the chat, of course. For this layout here, is it a switch list or car cards, waybills?
Car cards and waybills.
What kind of system are we working with? Cool.
Yeah. The switch lists are
Is
kind of
there
implied.
yeah. Is there a YouTube channel where people can see more of the layout?
No, there is not at the moment. He doesn't do it.
Okay. I thought I saw another question there. No, lots of compliments. Lots of compliments on the cars and the layout, and I noticed that Via Rail step ladder there underneath the the layout too.
Oh yeah, collectibles, bud.
Yeah, they're pretty pricey if you can find one. Jeez.
That's true. Or yeah.
How many people can operate at a time here?
Comfortably about 4 to 5, depending on which jobs we're doing. Because
Okay.
there's an area where 2 jobs can go, but it's a little tight,
Mm-hmm.
just because there's a lip on it. So, because there's a back in the other corner, there's a 2 industries. There's a packing facility, and then I don't know what the other one is. To be honest with you, it's like a bulk product facility, and they're pretty close together, so you'd bump into each other quite a bit. So that usually it's 4. So that means that one would be doing the branch line, which is its own train.
Mm-hmm.
So that takes like 2 or 3 hours to switch out the whole branch because it's one full train. And then another individual does the 2 industries on the other side, then someone does the middle. And then the middle train is
Neat.
just 3 facilities. So everything here runs on. Actually, the interesting thing is everything runs on CP systems, so it's kind of like close to home. So this layout is actually operated OCS ABS. So when we do an operation session, we ask to actually fill out clearance forms and get clearance from a certain point to a certain point, and then we have to protect against the other trains, which then we have to call them and whatnot. So it runs like it basically runs like any. If you guys know the MAC tier sub, from begin end sign CTC Bolton to MAC tier, it's OCS ABS. So it's the same thing. So we have to, just before we leave CTC, we have to get a clearance from X, Y, and Z. So let's just say, for example, we're leaving Bolton, and our first restriction would be Spence Yard. So the north end switch will be the south side switch Spence. So that would be our first restriction, because normally there's something there. So that gives you an idea. So it's basically, it runs like a real layout, and the card systems is the same thing. Like here's a card. So you have your card, your hopper, the car, where it's originally going, and then the destination it's going to. And then
nice.
the industry and the content, it's loaded. And then when it comes back, they flip it around, and then it's a loaded one. And then the tank cars and whatnot with dangerous goods and whatnot all have waybills. So it runs like the real thing. And if we don't have waybill, it doesn't leave the yard. Or if we pull it from an industry, then we have to get the RTC to give us a waybill over the phone. So there's that stuff too. It's pretty. It's interesting. It will, like, if you guys were to come run, it might take a little bit to get used to, but once you get used to it, it's a really cool way of operating. So it's
sounds like there's a lot of layers to it.
Yeah, it's a dark territory layout. So there's no signals, there's no CTC in here. So basically speaking, it's you and a crew, and you talk amongst all each other here. So it's kind of a really cool way of communicating to one another.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Fun.
So it's fun. One of these days,
awesome.
Brandon, we'll get you out here.
I know. I would love to.
Yes, when you want to come west. But
problem is I gotta work right. Problem is I'm still working right. I'm going back to work officially Tuesday. So
right on. Yeah, no, I'm I'm sticking around in the city this week, and then I don't know what the plan is the adjacent week. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that we can. Maybe I get lucky and I get the RT pool, and I can come out to Smith Falls. Run out to Smith Falls, which would be cool because now that I'm done my training, it would be cool to go do it now because I know what I'm doing. So
Nice.
Well, you'll have to give us some fair notice so we can get out there and we'll catch you going off.
Well, the nice thing is if I'm heading east, you got like 10 hours before I show up. Usually.
Oh, there you go. That's sufficient. I think that's sufficient time.
Yeah, if we're running 2:30, give us like 13. It's not going anywhere tight. A lot of the times, they meet a train in Trenton, and we sit there for like 3 hours.
Ugh.
So it's no, it's not. It's not. It's part of the deal. So
Dang.
Yeah. Apart from that, I think the quickest trip we did was on 133, and it was 5.5 hours.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was the quickest trip. So it is what it is. It's part of the territory, but it's fun running through the countryside that you grew up in. So it's kind of cool to see it from a different perspective. So
that's awesome.
It looks similar, and if you look at these CSX Gevos, are pretty well similar to the CP ones. Just CP doesn't have sunshades on them. So fun fact about that. I'm starting to know which units I like and I dislike now. So I prefer the ones with the air ride seats in them.
The white cab roof is a nice one.
Yeah, that's a CSX piece, and they have PTC on them as well. Certain CP units have it, certain ones don't. So, which is kind of cool because they got a loaner CN unit right now that they keep sending the Buffalo, and it doesn't have PTC on it. So I don't know what they're doing with that. So, apart from that, that's about the extent. I don't know if you got to go, but if you got to go, I'll let you go.
I do, but I really appreciate you coming up and showing us some neat stuff there.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, sorry I can't show you the whole thing, but I'll show you part of it.
Sounds good. Well, no, yeah, we appreciate it.
Right on. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later.
All right, Tristan, take care.
Take care, boys.
That was awesome.
And then there was 2. Yeah, that was cool. You never know what somebody has in their basement, you know?
No.
That's cool. But yeah, well, I mean, we went a little bit longer than what I normally would, but that's cool because you never know what's going to happen when you're going live, right? But
exactly.
Yeah, so we got quite a bit done. You got some work done. I got some work done, and we'll be back next week and we'll do some more. But yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks to Tristan as well for showing up there and showing the cool layout. But we'll see you guys tomorrow night over on Trackside Mike's channel. And on Thursday, we'll be over on Tim's channel. They make it like that. And we'll be back here next Sunday, okay? Everybody have a good week, and we'll see you soon.
Sweet.